BOSSFEST Boss Fest Podcast. Each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, guaranteed to get you right. BOSSFEST, the Boss Fest Podcast. They might make you laugh, make you mad, make you cry. Either way it go, it's a vibe. Tune in, catch the topic, get the tea. Ain't no shallow waters over here, we get deep.
What's up? Welcome back again. Boss Fest Podcast live at the Fandom Festival event going down Lake Wales, Florida at the Eagle Ridge Mall. And we are back interviewing the band that just got off the stage, the Atomic Treehouse. How are y'all doing today?
Pretty good.
We're doing great.
That's what's up. So y'all already told me don't ask no silly questions, but I'm going to ask a few of them. So
we are a silly band, so that sounds like a good idea.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got started, and how did this whole thing come about?
So me and Eric, our drummer over there,
Hey.
we actually started the band back in 2016. We just been playing together for years. We'd always been trying to start bands. And finally, we were just like, well, let's do this one.
Yeah,
and then
you just want to start a band.
we're just like, let's just be a funny band. And then
at this point, I wasn't born yet.
yeah, he's actually only 5 years old.
That's right. So I came along and joined the band a couple years ago, back in 2020, and I was playing on guitar. Now I'm playing bass, actually.
Before he joined the band, he was wandering around, lost in the wilderness, just looking for musicians to work with.
That's right. I was out in the Wild West.
Well, I mean, we kind of knew you from your dad's band. That's how we first started to.
Right.
And then it just worked from there. We got to know him, and then one thing led to another. We're like, hey, we're looking for guitarists, whatever. So.
And then you guys released an album.
Yeah, so we did our first album. It was me, Eric, and our previous bassist, Johnny. And now Preston has stepped up. He's doing a great job. I love working with Preston.
I try.
He even wrote a song about me on our new album about me drinking Baja Blast.
Right. So that's right. We have a new album out now. It's called Atomic Treehouse Back Again.
Back again. Show it to them.
Yep.
Woo!
Show the back. You gotta show the back.
There's the back. There's
It's our
14
backs.
songs,
It's our
one of
backs.
which is a bonus track. And we just released this yesterday.
Got it. So I'm going to ask a question. We're going to see where this goes. So we have moved into a digital age. You know, we went from records to 8 tracks to cassettes to CDs to nothing. Why produce a CD?
Because we are 90s kids.
Well, and some people like physical copies still. They're like, oh, you can do it online, but some people like to have the physical. So
Right.
I know in my experience, sometimes I get on Spotify or Apple Music and I try to find something to listen to. And I get halfway through an album and then I'm like, well, there's also all this other stuff to listen to. But for me personally, if I buy a CD, because I drive like a 2014 Prius, it's still got a CD player.
Okay.
If I buy a CD, it'll be in the car for like a week or two and I'll listen to it nonstop.
It's a physical possession that you can't get anywhere else. It's yours. This can be your CD.
And it's got a bonus track.
And a bonus track. That's right.
Maybe even a hidden
Listen,
track.
I like it, but I'm like, man, dang. If I wanted to buy it, I don't have nothing I could even play this on no more. They don't even put like the CD things on the computers no more. I was like, golly.
Where's
Where's the digital one? I know we got a USB drive somewhere. Where is that?
I mean, for me, you get played on the PS2, maybe.
Golly.
Yeah, or the PS3.
We have PS2s,
Yeah, you
right?
can play it on. But actually, we have all of our songs on Spotify, Apple Music,
iTunes, Google,
Deezer.
all the major platforms.
Who's ever heard of
YouTube.
Deezer?
Who's ever heard of Deezer? Yeah.
Listen, you said Spotify, Apple Music. We good. So you can go on your streaming services and find Atomic Treehouse and listen to their latest music and things of that nature. But if you are antique and you like having a vintage copy, how much y'all selling these things for? Like,
they're $12.
$12.
how did y'all beat inflation?
How do we beat inflation?
I'm just saying, we were selling them back in 2010. So
You get a free sticker with it.
Yeah, free sticker. Usually. And if you buy it online, I usually put a handwritten note.
Listen. So, see, like y'all been doing this for a while. How do y'all sustain longevity? Like you said, y'all two been in it from the beginning. Y'all had somebody before, and maybe it worked out. Maybe they said, "Hey, I got to move on." What keeps the passion going and doing this for what 10 years now?
You know what? Next Halloween 2016 will be the 10th anniversary, which feels crazy to say. We did go on hiatus at one point. Really, it's like you said, passion. It's just we just want to do it and it's fun. Obviously we have a couple lineup changes. We've got Preston on bass now. I don't know if we introduced ourselves, by the way. I'm Alex Retro on guitar and lead vocals.
My name's Preston. I play bass and I do harmony vocals and occasionally co-lead vocals.
And I am Eric Sticks. I do the drums and backup vocals.
And so what you see here is friendship. That's how we sustain longevity.
We have quite the bond over at Atomic Treehouse.
Yeah, we watch movies together and swim in the pool after band practice to cool off
We do everything together.
and drink Baja Blast.
Got it. So where did the name come from?
The name?
Yes.
So I just came up with that one day because I was trying to think of something that would have, like, in one sense, like a nerdy science word, and in another sense, have like a suburban, also nerdy word.
Gotcha.
Like this one, keep that nerd theme. So I was like jumbling together all these combinations. I had nuclear shoebox, atomic video store, atomic rental service, atomic treehouse. That's it.
Yeah. He definitely wanted atomic. I remember you were like, I definitely want atomic something.
It makes it kind of explosive.
So who tried to veto the name first? It seemed like you tried to come up with the name. Did anybody say, Atomic Treehouse?
Oh yeah, we all were like, I don't know about that. Maybe that, maybe this.
Did you say that? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean, like, like through text and stuff, he'd be like, "Oh, what about that?" And as I remember, that was whenever you were like, "I want like atomic," and I was like, "Yeah." We were like, but
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, he wasn't
Yeah,
around. He was being born. We're lying about that, by the way. He's not 5 years old.
He's 10.
he is the
I'm
youngest.
sure. I hope I don't look 5 years old.
It's the mustache. No.
He is the youngest, but yeah.
Um,
I don't even know what my next question is.
I come from a couple other bands, and then I discovered Atomic Treehouse while I was out playing a show with my other band with Atomic Treehouse, and that's how we met.
he messaged me on Facebook in 2020, and he's like, "Hey, do you need another member?" And I was like, "Is it you?" And then I was like, he said, "Yeah." So I said, "Okay." And then the next day, he told me, "Get Animal Crossing so you can visit my island." And I said, "You've been in this band for one day, and you're already telling me what to do." That's a joke.
Animal Crossing.
So let
true.
me get this right. So y'all was at an event. You was with a different band. You seen them perform. Was like, I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna be with them.
Well, I'm actually doing double duty quite often.
He's in like 75 bands.
I'm in the entire local scene. I play for a band called the Easy Button, which is kind of like a Weezer-esque kind of band. And then I started my own band called Hit the Shark, where I'm playing guitar and lead vocals.
Where's the loyalty?
I'm polyamorous.
Polly, got it. You're Polly. We got it. Listen.
Speaking of naming things, the new album is called Back Again because me and Preston were sitting there. We wanted a title that started with the letter B because our first album was just Atomic Treehouse. So we thought we'd keep it alphabetical. And then we're tossing back all these insane, crazy names. And Eric just says, "What about Back Again?" And we just laughed at it. We said, "That's okay. That's kind of generic." But then the more we talked about it, it just became an inside joke. And then we decided, yeah, we're back again.
And then the solidifying factor in that was we had a very special guest.
Oh yeah, tell them.
So, why don't you tell them?
I've been doing all the talking.
That's
It's
true.
Your turn.
So we have a very special guest on our album introducing us. You may be familiar with the anime voice actor Wendy Lee. She plays Haruhi Suzumiya.
Faye Valentine, Bulma, original Bulma.
Yeah.
And so she kindly offered her voice for our album, and so that's another. Back Again is the album title.
Because he got her to say, introducing Atomic Treehouse, they're back again
Right.
in her anime voice.
Yep.
Listen, that's amazing. Like, first off, almost 10 years doing something that you love, the passion behind that. A lot of people don't even sustain things after a year. When you think about business and things of that nature, they say most businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years. For you guys to be 5 years going even after hiatus, that's a blessing in itself. So congratulations on longevity, getting on this stage. So being here at the Fandom event, what made y'all want to do this today?
We're just total geeks, I guess.
Simple.
It's on brand.
Yeah, after the hiatus, we were trying to decide places to play. And actually what happened was I have this pointless goal to go to a convention every month this year.
Okay.
Just like, so I don't miss out, I guess. And I was looking at this website with a list of conventions, and there was one called Anime in the Park. That was back in April. And I thought, Anime in the Park, that sounds like a lot of fun. So I looked at my bandmates and I said, what if we were able to play at this thing? And so I contacted them, and they were super stoked on the idea. So we played Anime in the Park, and we had a great time. And then we decided maybe we should play some more conventions. And here we are today at Fandom Festival.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're thinking about maybe trying to hopefully go to like Tampa Comic Con or
That'd be cool. Got to
that'd be
work
pretty
up
sweet,
to it.
It's possible.
Anything's possible. The more you do it, the more consistent you are, the more you're out there. That's why this is a great venue to go to. People are exposure and like, yeah, we'll play clubs or bars or whatever, but we want to like branch out and do more things too, kind of be seen more. And we just think that would be, really good to do that.
We decided we're no longer playing in bars.
No
I
bars?
don't know if that's a solidified
Yeah.
fact.
Seems like y'all got to vote on that one again. So before I get y'all up out of here, what's been the thing about this event that made you say, you know what, I'm glad I did this today?
Honestly, it's gonna sound cheesy, but the people,
Definitely
Okay.
the community.
Yeah,
and also
man.
the fact that we got to play in a shopping mall.
Yeah, it's a bucket list thing for us. So
Yeah.
We've always been buddies who go shopping at the mall together.
lots of our songs have to do about have context about the mall.
They take place
No.
in the mall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie American Mall?
Is there a movie called American Mall?
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like the director of High School Musical or something did it.
See, you really geek out. I'm gonna have to go look at it just
It was
because
a
you
fun
made it.
movie.
So before we get up out of here, tell the people one more time who you are, how can they follow y'all, and how can they buy the CD? How can they buy the CD? Because please tell me you got a website about it. Y'all doing face-to-face contact.
Right.
There is a website.
Okay, they got a website, y'all. Oh
You
my
can
God.
find T-shirts, stickers, our brand new CD, Atomic Treehouse, Back Again. You could find that on atomictreehouse.bandcamp.com.
And like we mentioned, if you don't have a CD player, if you don't have a PlayStation 2 to play it on, you can go to Spotify or Apple Music and look us up, and you'll be able to rock out.
We're also on Instagram and Facebook.
Of course.
Absolutely. So, listen, y'all, we are here at the Fandom Festival, Lake Wales, Florida, at the Eagle Ridge Mall.
Yay.
We just had a conversation with Atomic Treehouse. Y'all done for the day? Y'all just chilling for the
I guess we're
Yeah.
gonna look around. I haven't gotten to explore the convention too much
Explore
yet.
and hang out.
See what's in the mall.
So, listen, y'all, come out, kicking with Atomic Treehouse. As y'all see, these are a fun group of guys. They like to have fun and joke around. Bring your kids out. We safe around kids. Bring your kids out. Let them enjoy the festivities. We live, Fandom Festival, Lake Wales, Florida, Eagle Ridge Mall. Come check us out.
Thanks so
Thanks
much for
again
having
the
us.
interview.
Thank you guys.
Thanks again.